Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's adventure time. This week I'm about 9 hours away from Atlanta in Thornville, Ohio, camping out in a place called Legend Valley. I love the name of this location, but the reason why I'm here is so much cooler. I'm here for a festival called Lost Lands, and I'm super glad to be back. This is my second year. Lost Lands is a bass-heavy Jurassic Park-themed EDM music festival created by a DJ who goes by the name Excision. Everything goes. I love the people. I love their outfits. I love their energy. I love that everything is just left at the gates and you can come and be who you are, whatever you are, right here in this moment for a 3-day weekend. I came with my best friends and we met up with our extended rave family. That's our sign. It says, "This is a good sign." I know, so witty. Basically, you come for a good time, but you stay for the island noodles. If you know, you know. Well, see you later, Lost Lands. Until next year. All right, so even though the Ambo is far from complete, I mean, look, we're still looking at fiberglass insulation here. This was the perfect time to go on a shakedown trip to see if the design decisions I've made is even going to work for me. What's clearly in your face obvious is that things get messy fast. At this point, I wasn't sure where I wanted to store certain things, and so they're sitting out on the countertops, and then when you add any amount of junk on top of that, you look like you live in a pigsty. So let's clean it up and take a step back and figure things out. Let me tell you again how much I love this rollover bed by Rec Pro. The model that I have is 80 inches long by 43 inches wide. So it's somewhere between a twin and a full-size bed. We can sleep 2 adults on it, but I do have plans to extend the sleeping area the full width of the Ambo minus the cabinets, just so it's comfortable for everyone, including my cat. I think one of the really odd joys of camping is cleaning up and doing the little chores that make your place livable. So even though I hated that the Ambo got super junky, cleaning it back up was kind of a calming process. This is my striker. It is the Walmart version of the Jet Boil, which is super expensive but very popular amongst campers and hikers. I mostly use this to boil water whenever I need it, and just getting some started for breakfast as well as a shower later. I'm pretty sure this cast iron pan is also from Walmart. I can't remember where I got it from or if it just showed up at my house one day, but it works very well once you season it. This has been seasoned and it gets stored properly, and it is my camping go-to for cooking. And I bought the Coleman single burner butane stove that it's cooking on at Walmart right before I got to the campground, because I realized I forgot propane, and the Walmart didn't have propane, but they had butane and they had this little $20 stove, so that worked out pretty well. I'm still getting used to it though, because it seems like the settings are basically off and Satan's butthole hot. So it was really interesting trying to cook with it. I can get used to it though. It takes a little bit of fiddling with the knob. I actually chose to turn it off, and the cast iron pan stays pretty hot, so I chose to turn it off at certain moments to allow the food to cook just from the heat in the cast iron pan, and it worked pretty well for my eggs. They did get a little more done than I want them to, but they turned out pretty good. Ramen, making ramen for my friends. It's gonna be so yummy, so savory, can't wait. And then I started smelling something, and I was on the phone at this point, so really wasn't paying that much attention. Everything's going great. Had the Max Air fan running, smoke and all that sort of stuff was just getting sucked up. But this is about the moment that I finally turned my head and looked over and realized that I was burning the dumplings. Crispy, they're black, they're just, look at that, burnt. Added a little color to the ramen though. Friends were happy, they said it was really good. It actually was really good. It didn't taste like burnt or anything. It kind of tastes like a brown butter. It was good, just trust me. This is an area that could have benefited from better planning, but it worked out well for this trip. I didn't mind coming outside to refill my waters. Neither one of these massive jugs fit in my kitchen area as it is, but I'm keeping them just in case they'll fit once I do a little bit more reorganization and demolition. Right now it's shower time, and I got the water to the perfect temperature, filling up my fake jet boil twice and then filling up the rest of the bucket with cold water. I think this bucket is either 1 or 2 gallons. I'm leaning towards the 2-gallon level. Either way, it was the perfect amount of water to get wet, soap up, rinse off. And I didn't take any footage of my shower, but it was very comfortable. The shower tent kept the heat. It was not cold, it was not uncomfortable. And we're back to Atlanta. The flooring got absolutely wrecked during my shakedown trip. So I'm just cleaning everything up right now so that I can attack this with a stronger adhesive and finish this vinyl project once and for all. On a positive note, I did find a better space for my 12-volt fridge and also my solar generator. I'm using my impact driver to loosen the bolts that hold down the swivel seat, but they're just spinning, so that means I have to go under the Ambo for the first time. Go gadget rolly cart thingy. And this is what it looks like underneath my Ambo. I see that a lot of this has been spray foamed, and then I guess this is a decorative black paint painted over top of it. I chipped some away just to make sure that they weren't hiding rust, and it chipped away to clean black metal. So I feel a little better about that. Lift with your knees, not with your back. Surprise, this thing is heavier than I thought it was going to be. I'm assuming maybe about 80 pounds. Which I could deadlift no problem, but it's kind of awkward. And it hurt me, like how dare it? No, get out of here. So now the tiles are laid, and I mean laid, like they should not be coming up. At least not this year. Hopefully not ever, not until I want to change them out. They are laid, and I'm not exactly 100% completed with phase 1, but it looks to me that I have started into phase 2. This cabinet area, I want that to come out, because that's going to be where my toilet and shower is going to go. So I think that's what they call a wet bath. And that's what we're working on. It was really exciting work. My girlfriend came out to help me. I love when I get a chance to work with her. And I must have picked a great Ambo. So a lot of people who have these Ambos and they're renovating them, turning them into campers. They have to take a sledgehammer to a lot of their cabinetry. I was able to find all the screws for all of my cabinets. You have to take the trim off first. And with a little bit of manpower, I was able to pull it out of there pretty much in one piece, or two pieces in this case, since it was two pieces. And I hurt myself again, so I'm okay. With the cabinet gone, we discover a big metal platform that the cabinet was sitting on top of and kind of hiding. And at this point, I'm pretty confident all I have to do is cut it out. So this is the next day, and I always like to clean up after a big project, mainly so I can find all the little bits and bobs that go to my tools that got laid down when I was, just throwing things around. But also, it's just a good practice. We're not done with the demo on the right side of the box, but I had a feeling that the wall that's still remaining is holding up the box's AC/heater unit, so I wanted to see if I could take that down so that doesn't fall on either one of our heads while we're taking the wall out. This is the day that I think I became frustrated with my build. Aside from the big win of getting that wall cabinet out in one piece, nothing else wanted to go smoothly. So I started a lot of projects that I couldn't finish, and I don't like that. The AC unit can't come out right now, so I started a new project, taking this little tiny cabinet out that's in front of me. It's kind of hidden by my body right now. That is the area where my wood burning fireplace is going to go. Little wood burning stove. It's so cute. That's where that's going to go. And this cabinet's going to be reused in my girlfriend's trooper, so it's going to a good home. Lots of love and support there. Thanks, babe. Okay, so this is the other frustrating part of this week. This is the next day, by the way. This metal platform that the cabinetry was hiding is right above the batteries, and I don't think I can cut it out. I think it has to stay here, but at the moment I was measuring to see if I'd be able to cut it out or perhaps lower it. My thoughts are this. Your batteries underneath the hood of your car don't need that much space between the battery and the hood, so why do these batteries need that much space? So if you know, please put that in the comments. Please warn me before I do something drastic and mess it all up. That's a problem for me to solve next week. So for now, we're just gonna put my toilet on top and call it a temporary fix. Thank you again for watching my videos. I love to read your comments and suggestions on my build. Join me next week as I attempt to do solar. I don't know how well this is going to go. They make it look so easy. Bye, guys.